Have you ever gotten, I mean, since we're on the topic about, like, things we've gotten done, have you ever gotten any type of plastic surgery or any type of...
Oh, yeah. Well, no plastic surgery. Oh, well. It count as plastic surgery.
Okay.
But okay. So, on the least invasive side, I got cool sculpting after I had my son. It was like a year after I had my son, maybe like a year and a half. And first, I'm not gonna say where.
Okay, wait, I need, like, more details on it. Because I, like, hear it all the time, but, like, I just, like,
I was
need to know, like, what it actually does.
And I took a cool sculpting done.
And what does that take away some of the, like...
It freezes your fat, and then, like, you excrete it throughout your body. Once you, like, drink it, just goes away. So, I went for the consultation. I was also, like, I was hell-bent on getting this thing done. Yeah. I was like...
So, like, I'm doing it no matter what. I don't care what you have to say.
Yeah. Nobody could stop me.
I feel like that's a lot of younger people.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know, like, we can't really pinch any fat. And I was like, I can pinch it. Do you want me to get it for you? And she was like, no.
Like, I promise it's there.
She was like, this is not enough to treat. And I was just like, okay, well, like that, like, you're probably just on spot or something. I ain't gonna get the treatment.
That's on body dysmorphia.
For real. But, like, after you have a baby, you are delusional.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what anyone says.
I haven't even had a baby and I'm delusional.
For, like, 2 years.
I've literally lost 40 pounds and I
hard.
still look at myself as if I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so
and you look great. You look, to, like, everyone, they probably think we are, like...
Yeah. No, but we all do it, honestly.
Especially, like,
like,
being a female. But, like, a young mom... I was just like, I need to.
And especially around like, that age, like, that's the age where you're like, you're at your prime.
Sexualizing yourself.
And
not that I ever did that anyways, but
yeah,
like,
that's your prime. Like, that's when you're supposed to be hot and like whatever. And then you have a baby and like, your body changed. You just literally grew an entire human.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna obviously be looser skin because your skin just stretched. Yeah. You were a skinny mini and you stretched. Like,
I definitely put way too much pressure on myself then.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I only lost weight when I stopped caring.
My sister was super skinny. I always was like, damn, she snapped right back after, because she had a baby. I think she was 20 into 21. Yeah, because I think at our 21st birthday, she had a baby. She had the baby already. Sorry. And yeah, I always remember being like, wow, she like snapped back. And my mom used to always tell me, like, because I was I've always been like a little bit on the thicker side, and I think it comes from like my dad's side of the family. Like my dad was a big boy.
Your genetics, yeah.
But as a teenager, he was always skinny. But he got older, he was a big guy. Like he was a little big giant teddy bear. So like I've always just naturally had like a little bit more curve, and my mom would always be like, "That's fine because like your body's meant to be a mom. Like you're gonna you're gonna grow into that, and that's gonna be the body that like." Because like even my hips started getting wide earlier, and I was like, and she's like, it's just because your body is preparing to be able to make children.
That's like, a good way for her to explain that too.
Yeah.
Too.
And I tell all my patients that, like my 19-year-olds, and they're like, you know, like, oh, like this is changing, or my weight, and I said honestly,
isn't it heartbreaking as a healthcare provider
like,
and like a woman too?
I'm
just like, yeah, girl, I know.
Yeah, and I always tell them, I was like, listen, I don't want you to worry about the changes that happen right now. I said, because this is where it's all going to change. I said, what your boobs are now are probably what they're going to stay, unless you gain weight, but your hips, they're going to get wider.
Yeah.
Your stomach's going to, like, you're going to get that, like, and everybody always calls it the freshman 15. No, that's literally just turning into a woman. You're going from a teen to a woman age. And it's funny because I always thought that like, oh, when you're 18 you're an adult, that's your adult body. No, I look back on pictures and I'm like, damn, I was skinny. Yeah. And it's like, funny because it's also funny to me because when I was in high school, I always had I was thicker, but I look back and I'm like, what the I was not thicker.
You felt like you were.
Yeah,
right?
I felt like I was, because even then, like,
I know
girls were
but
twins.
Now I feel like
and it was not in a bad way, but it was just like that is
now.
we were children.
Yeah.
Like, and I hated that I like looked at myself like But it's also funny to me because people used to be like, oh, you got a booty when I was in high school. I look back on that butt and I'm like,
I want that
like,
back.
No. I'm like, what butt? There was like barely any butt. And this was like before I lost all the weight. I'm like, I got a butt now. I'm like, what the hell? That was barely a bump. And y'all thought I had a butt? I'm like, damn, how little was everyone else's butt then?
Right?
Because like, obviously I can't look at everyone else's pictures, but I'm looking back at my own pictures and I'm like, why did people think I had a butt?
Oh, that's so
like,
funny.
I truly did not have a butt.
Well,
I even thought I had a butt.
Maybe they liked it.
For real. I don't know. Like the
That is
person
so funny.
walking into Bedford today. Like, you got a great ass. I'm like, as I have my freaking things in my
You're
I'm like, huh?
How do you know I'm not unwell right
I know,
now?
for real.
I don't think she was either.
I don't know.
She was having a day.
That's the normal around there, unfortunately. So about your school cult thing.
The cool skull thing. Yeah, I
can't
did that.
pronounce words.
And then I had,
What does it feel like? Does it just
first of
literally
all,
feel like freezing?
I will tell you, I feel like I've had some like painful encounters in life. One of them being childbirth, which was obviously the worst.
Don't know what that's like.
I wouldn't. I mean, like, I probably would do cool sculpting again. Not because of the pain. Like, I didn't actually. The only reason why I wouldn't get it done again is because I didn't think it actually gave me results. Like, not worth my money to pay again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
I also wonder if it's advanced
for the
even
first
more now.
7 minutes. It's like you really have to convince yourself to breathe through it, because I initially asked her to shut it off and I didn't want to. She was like, you gotta hang in there. Maybe it was, I think it's 7 minutes. Yeah, I want to say it's 7 minutes. It's something intense, and I was like, please.
They don't
just feels
advertise
like
to you that
it's
it's
like,
gonna feel like that.
Maybe like I don't know how else to explain it besides like somebody
Like
is
an
like
Indian
freezing,
sunburn?
but like it is like contracting, like tensing, like it is just sucking it in and freezing it. And
Ooh.
It is not pleasant until it's frozen at like 7 minutes. And then you have to do that 4 times in each spot. And every time you're like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
No.
The first time I was
At that point, I'd rather just get surgery.
I was
Put me out.
sweating. I was like, I can't do this. She came back and she was like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah. I was like, I would change my mind. And she was like, you can't get your money back. I said, please shut the machine off.
I'm done.
She's looking at me like I'm on drugs because
You're like, you're like, no, I don't
$3
give a
for
shit
this.
about the
I
money
said,
at that
I'm
point. Just
done.
stop it.
She was like, we're almost there, and I'm like, your calm talking is really pissing me off right now. Like, I'm done.
Not the person to come
Oh.
talk to.
Then all of a sudden she was like, is it frozen now? And then I'm like leaning back in, I was like, yeah, but now I'm miserable. Like, now I'm pissed because I gotta go through this 3 more times because this is not gonna look right now.
Yeah.
I was upset. Anyways, it was fine. It was my own doing.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
I was
have
gonna
gotten it
say,
done.
they
She
told
said
you-
I couldn't pinch anything.
I wonder if maybe that's also why. Like,
Oh.
maybe you didn't have enough. That's maybe also why it was so
might
painful.
have frozen my damn heart too. That explains a lot of things.
Alright, so talking about like what we've gotten, I have gotten here, which also, it's funny, when I do it now, like the first time I do it, I can see them and then
Now
they
you're
will
done,
stop.
right? But aren't they a lot less now than they
Yeah.
were? Like, I also thought, like, I was like,
Oh yeah,
my
I
gosh,
like
my
full
forehead
bone
looks so-
like had a
mine were so much thicker.
yeah.
I feel like my muscle now I've flattened
I've
it out.
always
Oh, it's so
had
nice.
that. Like even as a kid, I've always
It's
had like the
microbella, too.
lines. So my like if you look closely, I have the lines, and
Yeah.
they kind of started early, just
I know
because.
mine did too.
But
Dehydration is like a big one for me.
yeah, my mom always told me, no soap on your face, just wash your face with water and moisturize. That's all you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I listened to her. And my mom, like, don't get me wrong, my mom doesn't have the greatest skin. She's a smoker. But she's also like, I wish I kept up with my moisturizer. She was like, because when I was doing it, my skin was great. But she also a smoker, so that's all off.
It goes right
Yeah,
down
it
the
was- yeah.
drain. Yeah.
Takes away from everything anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had here in the Gobella, I had the masseters, which reminds me, I'm gonna need you to hit me
I
up
got
a little
you,
bit
girl.
here.
I
'cause
got you.
They hurt again.
Oh.
What else did I
Yeah,
have?
one day you're just gonna wake up and be like, okay, today's the day.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the
I think
worst
that's all
thing.
I've so far had.
I've been clenching so bad that I can feel this side getting stronger though. I can't do that anymore, thank God.
Even after I could still do it, and Lisa was like, oh no, you need even more. I'm like, they put extra already. It's so strong. Like, I guess this side's worse, but this is my side that pops the most. So I don't know if because this side's popping, this one's just taking the like brunt of it.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And then I got my boobies done.
Okay.
That is all.
Scale from 1 to 10, how is the pain on that?
4.
That's it?
Yeah. I think
how do you handle pain?
I'm a baby. Oh, I'm a baby.
Like, you would do it again?
Yeah.
And again, because you're going to have to. You know that.
Yep.
So, oh my God. Can I handle it?
Yeah. I think it's more awkward feeling.
Why?
Than
does it feel tight or like suffocating?
So the first day, you're just like, you're up here. Like, they're up here. And you're just like, and like, to me, it just felt like there was something on my chest. Like, when they talk about the elephant on the chest sort of thing, I felt like I was feeling that. So it was just like that, like, breathing that just felt odd. And then, like, when, like, the first shower, Steven helped me through the whole thing. He was the sweetest person in the world. He literally, the first night, slept on the floor because he was like, I'm too scared of accidentally touching you. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. I don't know how to sleep without you.
Do they feel natural now? Yes. I ask everybody this. So, like, now they're sitting and they don't feel... No,
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. They don't feel hard.
Yeah.
So, like, do you feel like... Does he say they feel, like, kind of, like, similar?
Yeah.
Or just, like, more full?
He said that they look exactly the same, too. They're just fuller.
What, like, product did they use?
I did, saline.
Okay.
Only because I just, like, I get...
Like gummy, right? Or, like, gummy...
Gummy is more, that's the silicone.
Is that more hard? Or is that more natural?
More natural. So
what's the problem with that? I want to say you told me something.
Yeah,
about
so
that.
the silicone, why it makes me nervous is because right off the bat, okay?
If it breaks, it's
if
silicone.
If you get silicone,
right.
You have to start getting imaging sooner. So I'm already like, okay, that's obviously seems a little
yeah.
And then you don't always, and this is why you get it early, because you don't always know if it ruptures because it will still keep its shape.
Because
so if you think about like a gummy worm, if you just cut part of it, it's still gonna be bouncy. You're still gonna have your shape.
Yeah.
It's just, and some can leak out. And also, like, if you've watched videos, I did like a lot of like, give me the worst, give me the best. Like, I watched all the videos. If you watch like a lot of the videos about the silicone, sometimes, like, I guess the silicone can get, and don't get me wrong, there are better products out there nowadays. I guess that these are more like some of the older stuff and some of the older ones that they've taken out. The silicone can get like stuck to, and it's like
breast tissue.
Yeah,
so
and
then
it's
when
like,
you get
and it's and you don't know if you're always removing all of it too. Whereas the saline, to me, like, if that pops, it pops, and your body's gonna absorb it because it's saline.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, to me, I'd rather something that my body's just gonna absorb it.
Yeah.
And if I pop a titty, I pop a titty, and you know what? So be it. But to me, like, I guess like a lot of people don't like it because you get that like rippling feel. I only notice, the rippling.
What do you mean a rippling feel? Like it's pulling forward and your skin's not like supporting it?
Yes, and
like
no.
It like
you can
ripples like that.
Feel. I don't know how to like describe it. Like if you think of like those water mats.
Yeah.
Like how it can
that's okay.
Like that you're rippling if it's not completely full, but it is. But some people,
I don't know if I can handle it.
So it's not. I personally don't get that. The only time I've noticed it is if I'm literally like this, and it's like usually right here that I can maybe feel it. And that's why a lot of people don't want it, because they're scared it's gonna not feel as natural. It's gonna feel.
Can you hear it?
No.
Never?
Nope.
You can't hear any?
No.
No.
I'm like, let me listen. Microphone. No.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so it's just like more awkwardness. And once it starts to go down and you like start to breathe better, you're like, oh, okay. And to me, honestly, my pain, when I got pain, was more like back pain, and it's because I am not a back sleeper. I am now. I was not a back sleeper. I was a stomach sleeper. So that was already my issue. But that's also...
Did you start getting back pain?
Yes, because I had to... you have to like
train yourself
be
all
sitting
over
up
again.
too for like a week or two or something like that. I can't remember.
That would kill my
yeah
back.
So I had like pillow here, and like she was like, you can kind of lean to the side but keep the pillows, but you can't even be on your sides for like a month. I think you have to be like on your back, and so you're like stationary. And it gets, so that's where the pain comes from. To me, it was more pain with that than the boobs themselves.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
That's
so it's
really
more
annoying.
like just the annoying pain. So like I took like, I think it was ibuprofen. I took my ibuprofen and Tylenol like just kind of around the clock just to like keep me whatever.
Yeah.
That way if pain did come, I was kind of like steady.
Did you ever, because it's a 4, so that's like mild, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever feel the need to take anything stronger?
So I
or like within
took
only the first
so
day?
they gave me oxycodone. I think they gave me like 5 milligram tablets. I took a half every night, like the first couple nights, to get me to sleep.
Yeah.
Because of the uncomfortable of being in being in a position that I'm not used to, and mainly to like put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And then if I woke up with more uncomfortability, I would take the other half.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Well,
and after
good.
a couple
so
days, I kind of just
then.
it was. And that's why I was like, it's just more that like uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
oh my gosh.
that's,
speaking of being immobile.
did you hear my niece? No, mine's probably gonna crack.